Hey everybody, welcome to another DBC Inc. Facebook Live. Tara, I feel like it's been a while since we did this.
I know. I think it has been a bit.
Yes, so hopefully, maybe we should have advertised that we were doing it today. I don't know. Um,
Yeah.
but here we are. We are live with you on this Thursday night. So if you don't catch it now, hopefully you'll catch the replay later. But if you do catch it, please throw your name in over on the side there. Let us know who's watching with us. We always love to see that. And who knows, maybe it'll just be me and you talking tonight.
It might. We can just hang out. It's no big deal. We do
Yeah,
that all the time.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and so I think, let's see, today's the 19th. Probably we will not be here next Thursday.
No.
Probably be down for the holidays. And then we'll see about the one after that. But once we get going, rolling again in January, we'll try to pop back in here more, get more regular on the Thursdays.
Yeah, for sure. Or we might move. We probably should take a poll because maybe we can move to having the webinars once a month. Because a lot of people really love the webinars.
Yeah.
Like moving from the lives and doing more like once a month, you guys join us for webinars. Because I know like the attendance gets lower certain times of the year. I don't know, just a thought. But we love coming on here when we have a chance. We were chatting this evening. We're like, hey, let's go on live. Like, I didn't advertise it, but whatever, let's do it.
Yeah. So I have one thing which I was going to tease you about, but since no one's here, I think I'm going to hold it until we get some people here.
Wait until we have a crowd.
your sports comment on there.
Oh, yeah. My friend, you can tell them. That's funny. You want to wait till we have a crowd? Yeah, we have no one right now.
Had a little sneeze there. Hey, so we have had a couple things happen, and most significantly probably is this right here. We have published Roll Call by Jenna Copper, Dr. Jenna Copper, by the way, and she is an education professor, and she's fantastic. She's the co-author of Keeping the Wonder, which is one of our books. And she also did a kid's book with us. She's the co-author of. But this right here, Roll Call, is her solo project. And it kind of has her educational philosophy. And this is something that she's used with staff before. She's used with beginning teachers and teachers in the credential programs. And will probably be a textbook in her class. In fact, she's going to use it as a textbook working with new teachers. And even though she uses it with new teachers, it's not just for new teachers. And if you're interested in learning more about Roll Call, there's a couple different ways. One, I did a live with her. You can go back and check our book birthday out that we did with Jenna Copper. And also up on the DBC webpage, Tara just put the link up. There's just a blog that came out today that gives you a little background on Roll Call, what it's all about, what you can expect inside of it. And so this is our latest book. Most likely, I guess this will be our last release of 2024, right?
Yeah, actually, it will be. It's crazy. How did this year end already?
I know, it's wild. When someone said that Christmas was less than a week away, I was like, what? Like, what? How's that even possible? There's the graphic for the blog post that went up on the website today.
Yeah, you should check it out. It tells you a little bit more about the book. I think it's a little, maybe, people might ask, like, what is Roll Call? We've had some people ask us, like, what does that mean? What's it really all about? And I just feel like it's a really great way to challenge yourself to rethink how you approach lesson planning. It's more about like shifting your perspective when it comes to lesson planning and what to think about. And what's best is she really not only talks about the why, but gives you the tools to help foster that curiosity, build those connections, and inspire that love for learning in what you're already doing. Like, it's not like extra, it's just a different way of thinking about planning. And so I love this book. I think it's going to be a really huge help for so many people. And as you said earlier, it doesn't matter if you're a first-year teacher or you're seasoned. It doesn't matter. It's really for anyone who feels kind of stuck in a rut or overwhelmed by like the demands of teaching, which I feel like a lot of people are feeling that way right now. This book just kind of reminds the educator, that we have this like creative, dynamic role as an educator to create this culture where our students can like thrive and innovate, and they can see things differently through the lessons that we have to teach, the curriculum that we have to teach. So it works for all ages, all educators. And it's really cool to kind of, she talks a lot about lenses and how to like look at your planning in a different way. So and then gives you the tools to do it, which is so cool. I think it's so much deeper than even you can get just by reading the back of the book.
Yeah. I'll read you the subtitle. The subtitle is Plan with Perspective, Create High Engagement Lessons, and Unleash Your Creative Teaching Potential. Right. So this is the latest, greatest DBC Inc. books. Go ahead and pick up a copy. We can't wait to hear what you think of it. Also, we've had so many good books this year. I was thinking about maybe doing some sort of a either blog or podcast that kind of talks about the 2024 releases.
That'd be cool.
Certainly, we've had some great ones, from Building Strong Writers to all like Christina Schneider, but then also we have the joy of being able to publish 2 educational icons this year. Not only did we publish the Ron Clark book, Be 1% Better, but also we're able to publish Joyce Abbott's book, Teaching the Miss Abbott Way, by the real Miss Abbott, namesake of Abbott Elementary School. And so it was awesome to be able to get a chance to work with 2 kind of real nationally known, prominent educational icons. And so we love all of our books, but certainly that was a notable thing in 2024.
A real treat. Yeah, for sure. And we have a lot coming up in 2025 too. I'm really excited about what we have coming in 2025.
I think the first one that's coming out is going to be the shocker.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real shocker because I'm going to do something crazy when it comes out to you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I won't give that away because I know exactly what that means. So yeah, if we have, I think I might have said this in another Facebook Live, but in much the same spirit, we published a long time ago Sean Gaylor's book called The Pepper Effect, which was a mashup of kind of 2 culture, educational culture and the Beatles, right? Mm-hmm. And this book called The Pepper Effect. In this case, we're publishing another kind of mashup book where we're taking 2 topics that this author is very passionate about, but we don't usually think of in the same way, and bringing them together and showing how they're related. And it's this one, to say outside the box is, I think, an understatement on this one.
It's pretty cool. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I've heard, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard stories of some of the graphic elements inside the layout, which are going to be tied to the theme and look really cool too. And I will tell you that it is by an author who already does have a DBC Inc. book. And so this is their second project with us. And again, I think it's going to be kind of a shocker title, one that stands out. Sometimes we like to do those books where it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't see this one coming. And this is
even when he pitched it, it was just like, whoa, I like this.
This is different. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a lot of pitches, and almost all of them are amazing and wonderful. Sometimes we think maybe they fall too closely on a book that we already have. And so like, just because we pass on a title doesn't mean that we didn't love it. Maybe it's just like, well, we just feel like the book that we have in that space already, it was like too close of competition with it. Mm-hmm. And this is a book that when it came in, it was like, this is a one-off. There's only going to be one of these, and then I've never seen another book like it. So that's kind of exciting to do sometimes.
For sure. Yeah. We have some cool stuff. We've done some cool things in 2024. I can't believe it's already over.
I feel like I need to go back and make a list of the different things. I don't even think I can name them all off, but I feel like I want to go back and really take a look and see what came out.
I think that'd be fun to do, and to remember and to like rethink about. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited about 2025. I'm excited about some new goals. I feel like 2024 has just kind of taught me a lot of cool stuff. I saw a neat graphic the other day on Instagram where it was like 2023 like broke me. 2024, I learned a lot of things. Like I kind of, for me, just a lot of rediscovery, like on a personal level. But even on a like work level, I know a lot of times when like in life, when we go through things in our personal life, it definitely affects our work life too. It affects like our creative mind. It affects so many things. And so like being able to like kind of come out on the other side of that is just exciting. It's kind of like the lenses that Jenna talks about a roll call, just a different kind of way of looking at life, you know, not lesson planning in that way, but just seeing things from a different perspective. And I'm kind of excited to like see with this new lens for 2025, like what that holds for me.
Yeah.
What
Tara,
about you?
are you a New Year's resolution setter or no?
No, I'm not really. So I did this thing last year. I did this like ins and outs,
Hmm.
and I really liked it. I wrote down a ton of things in my journal that I wanted to put in my life in 2024, and like just a big long list. I didn't even it out or anything of things I wanted to take out of my life. And I think I might have it on here. I could flash it up there. But it was kind of fun to look back. I've looked back on it in the last week. I posted it on my Instagram story, just kind of like some little check marks of things I did pretty good at getting out of my life and some things I put in, but then some areas where I didn't put those things in my life. So I feel like some of those I'd like to carry over and add some new things to put in and some different ones to take out, but I'm not really a resolution setter. What about you?
I have not tended to be a resolution setter. I have not tended to be a one word, um, like the chooser of the one word kind of thing like that. Um, so I don't know. I might do some reflections as we like head into the new year, like over the next couple of weeks. I know one thing that always has been kind of hanging over my head this past year is just never being able to get a good flow and consistency with my podcast. And I've said that multiple times, like, okay, I'm gonna start podcasting again. And then like I'll do a couple of them and then I go into a long dry spell. And I just never have really hit my stride in the podcast game. I got a little graphic, an email from Buzzsprout podcast that says I was in the top 25% of Buzzsprout podcasts. I'm like, what?
Amazing.
But I only had 8 episodes this past year. And so it made me think like, oh God, like if I would have actually published an episode a week instead of 8 for the entire year, like I could have been really high up there.
For
But
sure.
know, maybe that's as close to a resolution as I'm willing to come right now, is try to get some more consistency around that.
Yeah, I think I would like to start at least my blog back up just because it's so fun. I love blogging and I journal all the time anyway. I've just felt like this past year, like my journaling, I didn't feel like it would help anyone. So I just wasn't putting it out there. But here's kind of like what I put for ins and outs. So if anybody's like interested in this, like I just had some like ins and outs, just stupid, like little stuff, you know, getting dressed in something other than a hoodie and workout clothes at least one time each week. Just little
I
stuff like getting
I
strong.
failed at I
More
failed at that one, by the way.
trusting my gut feeling, definitely not so good at that. uh, I had just read that quote with Brene Brown that past year in 2023 about clear as kind. And I feel like I've kind of carried that over pretty good in this year. But, you know, just simple little things. There's all kind of things I put on ends. And then there's all kind of things I put on outs too, like stuff to take out. Let's see if I can pull up the out one. Oh, that's some more ends. Yeah, like for one, I got a little more comfortable at going out by myself, out to eat. Setting some boundaries, more sporting events. I did pretty good at that too.
You did really good at that
Um,
one.
yeah, just trying to like travel a little bit more, do some things with my boy. Um, you know, it doesn't have to be anything big. Like for me, it was just like I kind of want to remember to do this stuff, and I feel like when I write it down, you know, I just have something to hold me accountable. Taken out, too much added sugar. Ate a pack of Oreos today. I did log them, but you know, I'm not doing so great on that one. But there's just a lot. I think the outs have a lot to work on. That probably most of those will be carried on to the next year. But it's just a neat way of thinking about resolutions. I think resolutions can get so intense and it's like one thing and it's like a big goal. This is just like a lot of little things that I could do or I could not, either way.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
I feel um, maybe 2025 is the year that I get my bed off the floor.
Yeah, that's a good plan, James. That's a really good one.
Might be in March. It's possible that I'm moving to a new location, same area, but like a new place.
And he stopped.
And so maybe if that happens, maybe I'll commit to like raising my bed off the floor.
That's a good commitment. I think
baby steps, small things.
Dave, he needs to like not look like he has no pictures on his wall. His bed is on the floor.
Basically, I look like my room looks like I'm a serial killer.
Yeah. I've not seen it, but I've heard. So we need to help him. He needs some ins and outs.
Yeah, definitely. If I were to swing the camera around in a 360, people would be terrified. Like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Like the rooms where you see it, and there's like just one little small desk, like little light in the whole room, and there's like a bunch of like nothing everywhere. Like that's literally, I have like a little light this size sitting over there shining right now. Blank walls, bed on the floor. Like it's terrifying.
That's why he can't have dates over. We gotta help this guy out.
Sweatpants and hoodies, T-lap shirts. Maybe I did choose my NAU shirt today.
Look at you.
So I did go to a variety of hoodie today, as opposed to my normal. I was probably only, I don't know, probably only 16 or 17 days in the gray T-lap hoodie. So
it's so funny.
I'm branching out.
Branching out.
Yeah.
Well, friends, we are coming to an end, but this is the last time we'll talk to you on the live show this year. Right. And we hope that you watch it on the playback. I know that we didn't advertise today, so sorry about that.
But that's all right. Impromptu Facebook Live. It's all good.
Those are always fun.
We hope that you guys have a fantastic and happy holidays. No matter what you're celebrating this year, we hope that it's an amazing one. You get some good time, some good time with loved ones and all that kind of stuff. And we will see you on here again in, I guess, 2025.
Yeah. I think it'll be like January 2nd or something.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, bye, everyone. Have a good one.